Hello students, this is NK Thukral from Edupedia World. Students, last time in the previous session I had discussed on project work for industry. Today I will talk on project work on business services. But before coming to directly on project work for business services, I may tell you again that field trips are recognized as important moments in learning. A shared social experience that provides the opportunity for students to encounter and explore novel things in an authentic setting. Their importance is supported by various professional organizations, which stated that field trips can deepen and enhance classroom study. Further, I may recapitulate on the objectives for the project work study. Number one is to develop a practical approach by using modern technologies. Second, opportunity for exposure to the operational environment in the field of business management and related services. Next, inculcate important skills of teamwork, problem solving, time management, information collection, etc. and to get involved in the process of research work and also to demonstrate the students' capabilities while working independently. So these were the objectives of project work study. So today I will talk on insurance. As everybody is aware that insurance is a part of business services and also an act as an aids to trade. Under insurance, for doing project studies, what we need to see, what are the aspects on insurance which needs to be seen. Let me tell you that the aspects under insurance during project study, we need to see the development of regulatory mechanism, what is being followed, and insurance companies in India, how many companies in India, and also principles of insurance and types of insurance, importance of insurance to the businessman, and also by having insurance, what are the benefits of crop, orchard, animal and poultry insurance to the farmers. So these are the aspects we will cover, and I will tell you that what are the points on various aspects needs to be taken care of during project study. So first of all, I will take you on development of regulatory mechanism. Let me tell you that what is the history of regulatory mechanism, how it came into India. In 1999, the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, that is IRDA, was constituted as an autonomous body to regulate and develop the insurance industry. The IRDA was incorporated as a statutory body in April 2000. What are the objectives of IRDA? It included promotion of competition so as to enhance customer satisfaction through increased consumer choice and lower premiums while ensuring the financial security of the insurance market. These were the objectives for development of regulatory mechanism. Another aspect is now insurance company in India. How many companies in India are? I may tell you in brief that in the list of life insurance companies and general insurance companies. First of all, under list of life insurance companies, there are, for example, Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance Company Limited, Bharti AXA Life Insurance Company Limited, HDFC Standard Life Insurance Company Limited, ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company Limited, Max Life Insurance Company Limited, Tata AIG Life Insurance Company Limited, etc. etc. And under list of general insurance companies in India, there are government companies also, private also. Under government companies, there are the Oriental Insurance Company Limited, United India Insurance Company Limited, National Insurance Company Limited. And under private, IFCO Tokyo General Insurance Company Limited, ICI Lombard General Insurance Company Limited, HDFC Arco General Insurance Company Limited, and other various companies incorporated to do the insurance work. Next aspect which needs to be covered is principles of insurance. What are the principles of insurance? Why insurance needs to be taken? Number one principle is utmost good faith. It is obligatory on the part of insured to disclose all material facts about the subject to be insured. In case of failure to disclose any material fact, the contract of insurance is voidable at the option of insurers. Another principle is insurable interest. The insured must have an insurable interest in the subject matter of insurance. Insurable interest means some pecuniary or economic interest in the subject matter of insurance contract. Another principle is indemnity. The term indemnity means security against the loss. The purpose of this principle is to put the insured in the event of loss in the same position that he occupied immediately before the happening of the event. Another principle is proximate cause. Causes of loss may be of two kinds: insured perils and uninsured perils. According to this principle, the insurer is liable for the loss only when such loss is proximately caused by the perils which are stated in the policy. This principle is proximate cause. Another principle is subrogation. What is this principle? This insurance gets all the rights against third party with respect to the subject matter insured after compensating the loss of the insured. Another principle is contribution and another is mitigation. What is mitigation? According to this principle, it is a duty of the insured to take reasonable steps to minimize the loss or damage to the insured property. So these are the principles of insurance which must be covered under this project study. Another aspect needs to be covered is type of insurances. Under type of insurances, you need to see and you need to cover and write it that there is a life insurance and general insurance. And general insurance can further be classified into fire insurance, marine insurance, health insurance and other insurances. Now what are other insurances? Motor vehicle insurance, burglary insurance, sports insurance, cattle insurance and crop insurance. Next aspect is importance of insurance. You have to write in your study why the insurance is important and to whom. Basically, it is importance for the businessman. What are the reasons why this insurance is important? You have to cover number one, uncertainty of business losses is reduced. Another is business efficiency is increased with insurance. Another key man indemnification, enhancement of credit, business contribution and welfare of employees. So these are the points to be noted as an importance of insurance to the businessman. So these are the points under importance of insurance and why the insurance is important to businessman. And also I may tell you students, you must explain briefly all the points covering in the project study. So next aspect under insurance is benefits of various types of insurances. Now I have already explained what are the types of insurances and now I may tell you what are the benefits of various types of insurances which need to be explained in your study. Number one is providing certainty. Briefly you have to write that why this is so, because insurance cannot remove the uncertainty involved in the business. However, it provides certainty of payment for the risk of loss. Another is protection. Insurance cannot stop the happening of a risk that is there. However, it gives protection against risk of a probable loss. Another benefit is risk sharing. Insurance is an arrangement in which large number of people who are exposed to the same risk contributed to a fund maintained by the insurance company. So risk sharing is there. Another is assist in capital formation. How it is done? The funds collected by the insurance company in the form of premium are invested by them in various income generating schemes. It leads to capital formation in the economy. All these points need to be explained in your project study. So students, all we have discussed now, various aspects covering under insurance during project study. And next aspect, let us go ahead and see that what is another aspect. Another aspect is terminologies used in insurances. You must be aware all the terminologies, what it means. Let me brief you that. Number one terminology is insured. The persons or the property subject to risk is called insured. Insurance, insurer. The party which promises to indemnify the loss is called insurer. Insurance policy. The agreement providing for insurance is called an insurance policy. Next is premium. What is premium? The payment which a policyholder makes to an insurer in exchange for the insurer's obligation to pay benefits upon the occurrence of the contractually specified contingency. This is premium. Another is lapse policy. What is lapse policy? A policy which has terminated and is no longer in force due to non-payment of the premium due. Another is maturity date. The date upon which the face amount of life insurance policy, if not previously invoked due to the contingencies covered, is paid to the policy holder. Maturity value. What is this maturity value? It is the amount the insurance company has to pay you when the policy matures. Another is surrender value. It is a value payable to the policy holder in the event of deciding to terminate the policy before the maturity of the policy. Another is face value. What is face value? The amount on the face of the policy that will be paid by the company at death or at the maturity of the policy. Another terminology used is market value. It is a value of an asset which is based on the current market valuation. So all these are the terminologies used in insurances which you need to cover in your project study. Now let's go ahead, students. Let's see what is another aspect to be covered. Another aspect to be covered is reasons for insurances. As everybody must be aware that what are the reasons? I may brief you that uncertainty of business losses is reduced. Number 2, business efficiency is increased with insurance. Another is enhancement of credit. Another is business contribution. What is business contribution? That is, in case of partnership business, the death of any partner adversely influences the business and the partners. The insurance policies provide adequate funds at the time of death. So each partner may be insured for the amount of his interest in the partnership, and his dependents may get the amount at the death of the partner. Another is welfare of employees. Another reason is welfare of employees. How is it that? The welfare of employees is the responsibility of the employer. Basically, it is the responsibility of employer. Therefore, the employer has to look after the welfare of the former, which can be provision for earlier death, provision for disability, and provision for old age. So these are the reasons for insurances. Now let's go ahead, students. Another aspect is various types of policies. You need to cover in your project study how many policies are there. I may tell you that number 1 is whole life policy. In this kind of policy, the sum insured is payable only on the death of the assured to the beneficiaries or legal heir of the deceased. Another is endowment life assurance policy. Under this type of policy, the insurer undertakes to pay the assured a specified sum on the attainment of a particular age or on his death, whichever is earlier. Another is joint life policy. This policy is taken up jointly on the lives of 2 or more persons. Another is annuity policy. Under this policy, the assured sum or policy money is payable in monthly or annual installments after the assured attains a certain age. Another type of policy is children's endowment policy. This policy is taken to provide funds for the education or marriage of children. For example, Jeevan Anurag policy. In this policy, the amount is payable by the insurer when the children attains a particular age. So these are the type of policies, insurance policies, which you need to explain briefly in your project study. And finally, students, another aspect of insurance to be covered is illustrations on claim settlement. How the claim is settled. I may tell you briefly, as already we have covered in the chapter of insurance, that there are 2 ways for which health insurance claims are settled. Number 1, cashless. Number 2, reimbursement. What is cashless? The claim amount needs to be approved by the TPA, that is third party administrator, and the hospital settles the amount with the TPA. And second method is reimbursement. The insured avails the treatment and settles the hospital bill directly at the hospital. So these are the methods under claim settlement. Similarly, in case of other policies also, claims to be settled in a similar manner. So students, we have covered insurance as one of the project work, as you can say field study. Let's go on another project. For example, I will take on visits to wholesale markets. And when you are going to the wholesale market and doing field visit, what points needs to be observed? Number 1 point needs to be observed is sources of merchandise. As everybody is well aware about the wholesale market, and in detail I will not go, and just I will repeat points which need to be observed during your field visit. Another is local market practices. Another is nature of goods dealt in. Another aspect and needs to be covered is linked up businesses. That means retail or wholesale or small wholesaler is also there. So what are the linked up businesses between amongst them? Next is types of buyers and sellers. Another is seasonal factors affecting the business. Another is weekly non-working days. How many working days are there wholesale markets opens up during the month? So these are the points which needs to be observed, and you have to pin down each and every point and briefly explain in your project study. Next point covered under wholesale market is strikes, or what are the causes of strike if already happened. Another is mode of payments. What are the mode of payment? You must be aware there are so many mode of payment nowadays because of e-businesses, that is credit card payment, debit card payment, besides cash payment. So all these mode of payments you have to need to observe that those are happening in wholesale market or not. So students, next point is wastage of stock and disposal. What are the methods the market is adopting while disposing the wastage of stocks? Another is nature of price fluctuation, how the price is changing, what is the behavior of the prices of the various items, these fluctuations, and what are the factors dependent upon them. So all these needs to be covered very briefly in your project study. Another is warehousing facilities. Every wholesale market have a inventory and they need warehousing facilities. What are the facilities adopted by the wholesale market to whom you are visiting needs to be explained. Another is any other aspect. Any other aspect means besides all these points you are observing, what are the other aspects which are needs to be covered and which you observe during your visit also needs to be written in your project study. So students, all these are the important points which we have covered under wholesale market. The important point you must keep in mind that you have to give the reasons, causes for strikes also, where you have seen, you have observed it has happened in the earlier period. Mode of payments also, this is also very important, and wastage of stock and disposal, nature of price fluctuation, all these are the very important points you need to write in your project study. So that's all. Today students, we have covered insurance as an act to a trade and visit to wholesale market. These two project studies we have covered. So let's call for the day, wind up for the day. Thank you. Bye bye.